Triple Frontier is a 2019 Netflix movie that I actually really liked. This was a pretty solid film. In terms of Netflix movies before this, I think Netflix films are fine. They're pretty good. They do their job. I think they're entertaining movies at most. It's a chance for some smaller directors and smaller film companies to get big actors and stars in and big budgets and make pretty solid movies that a lot of people are going to see, because a lot of people have Netflix now. It's become a very popular thing over the past few years. And I'm really liking this streaming service that they've set up with their TV shows and their movies, and Triple Frontier is another pretty solid Netflix movie. So let's talk about it. Starting off, the performances in this movie are really good. We get Ben Affleck, Oscar Isaac, and a bunch of other people. I thought the performances were really solid in this movie. There was sufficient character development throughout. I liked each of the characters. Not as much as I needed to. Like Oscar Isaac, the guy who sets everything up, him and Ben Affleck really do get the most character development, I would say. But all the other characters are sort of sidelined. We don't really learn much about them. But they're still entertaining characters. The first 20 minutes of this movie is set up for the mission that they go on. As soon as it gets to the mission that they go on, I was really on board with this movie, and I was actually really, really liking it. And it was a really solid, fun thrill ride, which had some really fun sequences that were really well directed, had some really good locations, was shot very well, and there was just interesting things happening throughout that whole middle section. The pacing, though, was a bit rocky. Like, there was some moments where I was getting quite bored of the film, and I was waiting for the pace to pick up, and there was some times where I was just really on board with it, and I was really, really excited to see what would happen next. So the pacing was a bit rocky for me, but I still really enjoyed the film overall. In terms of some of the certain sequences, there are a lot of good ones. There are some small emotional beats which I liked as well. The film has a solid ending. I really like what happened. I really liked their situation they was in, where they had to carry all this money around, and as the story kept going along, they kept going further and further on this mission. It kept getting worse for them, and they kept losing more money, and it was just very, very entertaining, because the longer on the mission went, the worse the mission got, and I really liked that element of the film. I wish it went on for a bit longer as well. I thought it sort of ended a bit too shortly. I would have liked some revitalization maybe at the end, but not that big of an issue, and this movie is just solid, you know. It could have been a lot better. There's a lot of things I think could have been improved. There's a lot of things that could have easily been improved with the plot and the narrative of the film and the overall story, but for the premise they had, I think they did a pretty darn good job here. Again, just solid entertainment. It doesn't do anything new or special. Doesn't really warrant its existence. But I'm perfectly happy with watching this movie. I enjoyed watching it at points. And if you got Netflix, I would recommend seeing it as well. Overall, I'm going to be giving Triple Frontier a B. I'm also going to give this movie a 7 out of 10. Guys, thanks for watching my review. Of course, comment your opinions down below. And of course, thanks for watching. Goodbye.